Word, everybody, man. This your boy Nice, Stanfield, man. Whatever you want to call me, you know. I'm the best top 25. Yeah.
Shrewd Academy of Pearl. You know what I'm saying? I'm the proud CEO of this. The inspiration behind it, truthfully, was just me always want to do this since a kid. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother, well, my cousin really, but he was like a brother I never had. So, you know, my brother, that's all we talked about was music and fashion when we was coming up. So, you know, when I put this together, I just tried to incorporate like all the stuff that we love coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all like things I experienced in high school. You know, like my love for Letterman jackets, backpacks. You know what I'm saying? All of that, the music. And you see, like one of my main logos, first logos, you know, he looked real urban, like, and the mask. Everybody want to know what the mask symbolized. Well, the mask symbolized everybody in a vigilante. You know what I'm saying? Vigilantes, they take matters into their own hands. And that's me, you know. And anybody could be behind the mask. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. You got one of the shirts to show us with the mask on it?
Yeah, I brought a few pieces, signature pieces. This was one of the Lords, Shrewd Academy Lord, Young Lords. You know what I'm saying? Got the XIV stitched on the sleeve. You know, this was our YSAL collection.
What's that stand for?
That stands for Young Shrewd Academy Lords.
What was the motivation behind that one?
You know, a Lord is like somebody that's an authority figure. You got powers. You know, you dominate. You running things. You know, and we Lords, we young. You know, just put it all together. Another one of the pieces. This ain't even released yet, so this like a treat for everybody. Unreleased gear.
So is it safe to get the name for that collection?
Oh, this just Shrewd. Just strictly Shrewd right here, and then Tiger Town, USA, embroidered. You know.
What's the inspiration behind the Tiger Town?
Oh man, this collection right here is very inspirational. It's from my brother. His name was Tiger. He no longer with us, so you know I'm always representing. Got the definition of Shrewd right there for the people.
Explain that definition of shrewd for us a little deeper.
Well, to be shrewd means, you know, you mentally sharp, clever, intelligent. You know how to be mischievous and cunning. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with the mischievous part and all of that, but y'all get the picture. You know, everything that I described in that definition is me. You know, I'm shrewd. An academy, it's like an institution formed of like artists, scientists, and scholars, you know, trying to, they all about knowledge and elevating to all sorts of levels, man.
What was like in the beginning? What was it like building this off the ground? Like, tell us the very start from the first day of getting your first shirts printed.
Well, I started like late 2014, going into 2015. It just came to me really like I've been wanting to do it, but the name and the logo, the look, it just came to me like, you know, I do music as well, and I was writing some rhymes, and I just was like dressed in all black, Shrewd Academy be my family, and I was like, hold on, that's tough, you know what I'm saying, and it just stuck, and like a couple days later, I just was chilling, jotting stuff down, man. The logo just hit me like a vision, and you know, I just put it all together, man. Shrewd Academy. And like in the beginning, like you asked, what was it like? I mean, it was dope to me because here it is, like I'm fresh, like a transitioning from like being in the street to like just trying to do something positive and do something regular. And here it is, I started this from the ground up on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like the name, the logo was first, boom. Then after that, I met these guys, Kid and Will. They got their own brands respectively. Never mind the brand and William Morris Fashion Galleries. I met those guys and they was just schooling me, giving me the game, dropping jewels on, what I should do, what not to do, and all of that. And Kid actually was the first person to like print my clothes. And like my first batch, I started out with 50 strong. You hear me? Black with the white print, and then white with the black print. You know what I'm saying? My first weekend was incredible too, and it felt great. Like I'm talking about everybody, man. Everybody was just rocking with me, man. Like and building the brand before I even dropped. Like I just used to go to like gas stations, and I had like a little package, like where I had like a towel in there, sticker, and a business card. I just used to post up outside gas stations, like everybody that come in and out, giving it to put something in their hand. You know what I'm saying? I go to barber shops, like where I'm at right now. I'm in my man's spot, the Waves Grooming. You know what I'm saying? Everybody check my man Hide out, the Wavy one on IG. Like I say, I just go to all barber shops, asking whoever own the joint, can I steal a minute of everybody time, put something in their hand, and build a brand, you know?
What kept your motivation up coming from the streets to this? Like, in the streets you make a lot of money real fast, and as a young man, what made you, ignore the fact like, okay, I can make that money fast, but I want to build?
I mean, just growing up for real, and then I became a father. You know what I'm saying? Becoming a father, like you don't wanna like let your kid down. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to still be out there, doing this and that. And I don't knock nobody that do. Man, I don't knock a man for how he make his money. I respect that. But me personally, I just was like, I need to change the pace. You know what I'm saying? Like all my best friends dead are, locked up behind the game. So I just was like, I'm gonna do something else. And, that just kept me motivated.
So when did things kind of pick up for you where you knew this was it?
Oh man, year two for me. Like year one, like I say, my first weekend was dope, but the next 3 weeks I didn't make no money off Shrewd Academy. Now some people would be like, man, fuck that, F this. I'm finna quit, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go back to doing this, or I'm finna go try to work for somebody. Me personally, I ain't worked in 11, 12 years. So a job wasn't even, I wasn't even thinking about nothing like that. I'm just like, I got to keep pushing with this. And I mean, it just picked up. And like my 1 year anniversary, I had an event, you know what I'm saying? Like showcasing like all the stuff that I dropped that year. And then I released my year two, my first release of year two, that was the Shrewdness 101 collection. And I couldn't even find none of that. Like everybody was loving that. It's like everybody came out, showed me love at the event. You know what I'm saying? They bought the product that I had that day on hand. And it's like after that, it got crazy. I'm talking about people would hit me like, yo, is you gonna do this? You gonna do that? Yeah, of course, all that's coming. And everybody start pre-ordering, you know what I'm saying? So they can guarantee to get their product. Like year two, I hit them with, man, sweatsuits, the Letterman jackets, all sorts of long sleeve. Everything was embroidered with the mask. I mean, year two was crazy. Like I think I made 10K year two. And that's word. I'm talking about every release I had maybe 20 pieces or better. And the price was like reasonable for the people, but of course it went up from year one, but it was still, reasonable for the people. And I was selling out of everything. I'm talking about like in a week or 2 weeks time. Maybe 3 weeks or maybe to a month I might hold some product, but for the most part, everything was just selling out. And I just run it in another colorway for the people. Then I had the Kids Shrewd Academy and the Lady Shrewd Academy popping at the time. So it's like I just dominated that market at the time. You know what I'm saying? And then at that time, it's like it really wasn't that many people in the field. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, it was maybe never mind the brand, William Morris, Think Smart Legally Trapping, Icon Clothing, Space Kids, and a few others. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that many, but like year 3 on up to now, that's where everybody, start coming out here, jumping out here, doing their thing. I mean, and it's a good thing though. It's all black, you know what I'm saying? It's all for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are more creative than others, but everybody doing their thing, trying to do something. So, you know, I think it's a good thing.
All right, so I was just gonna ask you that. So far as like when it picked up, did it discourage you, or it sounded like you was pretty cool about it, but did it discourage you, or did it just made you go harder?
Yeah, yeah. We always talk, man, like never get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Never get comfortable. You wanna continue like to progress in your career, what you're doing. So it's like I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? It's my art, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to perfect my craft, get better, come with different designs. So I'm forever motivated because when you love to do something, it's like that, you know what I'm saying? Like how these cats be out here shooting ball, like LeBron and all them, KD, they love what they do.
Who was like the first public figure or artist, whoever, like public figure in the city to wear your stuff?
Uh, I say Nike Turbo maybe. Yeah, that's like one of my little bros, you know. Yeah, Nike Turbo was like one of the first like artists that like everybody know. You know, he mainstream. Then my people Sadie's, she a female MC, real dope. She been rocking with me for a minute. Um, and more D Honcho, my young bull, he was rocking the brand. Heavy G, it's another young public figure out here doing this thing. Like all the notable young dudes that's doing their thing with the music, they all rock with it and support it. The St. Louis music scene is incredible. Like it's a lot of talented youngsters around here, man. I'm talking about like the scene is buzzing. Like everybody's starting to take notice, man. It's a bunch of artists that's like they close to getting to where they want to be, man. And it's talent like everywhere you look. You know what I'm saying? The north side, they got a lot of young boys. You know, they got AMR, they got SK and Clickhouse. Like the downtown cats / north side, you got A1TK, man, Lil Tay, shoot, down to south side, you got like all the cats that's real notable. Like I said, Nike Turbo, Jizzle Bucks, Lil Half, Lil PYG, my man's Boogie Bundles. Man, I'm trying not to leave nobody out, man, because it's a lot of talented. Sadie's, LA Foes, China B, OG Rach. Man, it's a lot of talent, man.
What's in your personal playlist from St. Louis? Like,
Oh, well, me personally, all my young bulls, like who I know personally and got relationships with, and that's Jizzle Bucks and Nike Turbo. They heavy in my and AMRD Huncho. That's my cat, man. I mess with him heavy. That's just in my playlist.
how you built them relationships with them artists?
Well, I knew Jizzle Bucks and Turbo since they was super young. I'm talking about like young, like middle school. You know what I'm saying? I got years on them in age, so I've been, they always been like around. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing. They always was cold with the rap, but they just progressed over the years.
So knowing them that long, like, did you see this coming for Jizzle? Did you see this coming for they whole little wave?
I always knew that Jizz would be dope, but like the level that he on now, I don't think nobody really seen it coming. Like, he did some time, but he beat all that, came home and just been turning it down. Nike, like he always been real versatile. So I knew like he was gonna be something special, but like he really, morphing in the form. Well, mainly when I talk to Nike, like we just talk about life and stuff like that. We don't really talk about money, nothing materialistic or nothing. But when we talk about music, he just want to be him. You know what I'm saying? He found himself. He found his sound. You know what I'm saying? The type of music he want to make, the type of artist he want to be. So, you know, he doing that. He very deep. Like, he like to read books and stuff a lot. You know what I'm saying? He in tune with nature and all of that. So, like, he get his inspiration from a little bit of everywhere, you know? I also wanted to say, like, far as the fashion, too, like, it's a lot of talent out here with that, too, now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the field was very small when I first came in the game. But now, I failed to mention about War Ready earlier. Like, War Ready been around doing their thing for a while, too. Yeah. You know, they known on the street. But, like, now you got the likes of my dude, Reggie, AllThingsRetro. You got Don't Triad. You got my little sis, Tailor-Made Designs. You got my other people's 93 Degrees. That's a new brand that's out here. Man, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. And everybody just doing their thing. Like, everybody be supporting each other, man. And that's the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's a black thing with me. So I try to support all my people and speak positivity to all my people. You know what I'm saying? If I left anybody out, man, please forgive me. But like I said, to everybody that's doing their thing, I salute, man.